What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm here to talk about Insidious, The Last Key. This is the fourth Insidious movie, but they're obviously, if you've seen the other ones, they're not all direct sequels. In this one, we come in on the Lynn Shay character. The movie centers in on her, kind of get some backstory on her trials and tribulations as a child, dealing with her abusive father. And she's always like seeing these, strange ghostly visions and seeing people around the house, and he doesn't like that she's like acting crazy, so he beats her, and whatever else stuff happens that's kind of alluded to but not shown, other kinds of abuse. Then as she grows up over the decades of her life, she basically devotes herself to helping people overcome supernatural problems in their lives. And that's kind of where this movie picks up, is that she gets a call from somebody who needs her help, and it just so happens that this guy lives in her childhood home. And so she has to go back to the house where she endured all of this, horrible abuse. And essentially she sees it as a way to kind of put it into this, situation forever. And so that's the core, narrative of the movie. I didn't love this movie. I thought it was just kind of typical Blumhouse. I'm not a big fan of Blumhouse because I don't really like, tween-aimed humor or tween-aimed horror movies. There's no blood in this. There's no sleaze in this. There's no real scares in it. There's some cheap jump scares, but that's about it. If you've seen one Blumhouse movie, I really feel like you've seen just about all of them. None of them are particularly like aggressively terrible, and that's kind of the case here as well. But again, it's just not really that good either. It's just kind of a movie that you put in, you watch it, and it's over, and it's like, okay, that happened. Now what do I do? Like, it's not gonna like stick with you or anything like that. I will say that I like the visuals. I thought that the like dark, shadowy visuals were really cool and helped build up a pretty decent atmosphere at times. I saw this movie at the theater, and so the sound design maybe at home will not be quite as good as it was at the theater, but the sound design was fantastic in this movie. Pretty much all the scares or startles, I guess, more than scares happened because of the sound design. It's a very creepy, very eerie. I wish the entire movie was up to the like standard of the sound design, because I really liked the sound design in this movie. I thought it was just really creepy, really effective. The performances are good. Lynn Shay is great. I hated the two like ghost busting guys. I've never liked them. I don't like them here. I think they're really cringy and terrible. I don't think the movie needed comic relief, but that's just my opinion. I think the movie does have a few effective scenes, but not very many. It's just kind of like just a bland horror movie. Like, if you want to go to the movie and see a horror movie, or you want to go to the rental store and get a horror movie, and this happens to be one you haven't seen, you probably won't regret seeing it, but you also won't be like, oh man, like bragging to your friends about how great Insidious The Last Key is. So I don't want to seem overly harsh, because it's not, like I said, it's not a terrible movie. It just isn't that good either. I wish it was actually scary. I wish that it, wasn't so safe and tame. I wish it took some risks and did some like big, bold stuff. I also want to say that there was some pretty cool stuff in the trailer that actually made me kind of excited to see the movie. A lot of the stuff in the trailer is not in the movie at all. The creepy bald-headed lady with the weird face is not in the movie at all. I couldn't believe it. Maybe there'll be an extended cut on Blu-ray or DVD. I'm not sure. But for the theatrical cut, there's a lot of stuff in the trailer that did not make it into the movie. That's my review of Insidious: The Last Key. If you're a horror movie fan, I would recommend giving it a watch. Just keep your expectations low, and it's just something to do, just like a time, little time waster. If you like this video, please do drop a sub. I would greatly appreciate it. It really helped me out and help me to continue to create content here. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and you can also follow me on Letterboxd at MarkFusion. You can also visit my website, markfusion.com, where I've got a full write-up of Insidious: The Last Key, as well as hundreds and hundreds of other movies, new ones every single day, 7 days a week. A lot of horror, but a lot of other stuff too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I seriously greatly appreciate it. You have no idea. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon.